Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakabadash.
Shalom. Hey man, we're gonna get into it, man. Shit's going down right now as we speak. You know, banks collapsing. You know, you had some bank defaults just a few weeks ago. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, we had banks collapsing, you know, and the border is wide open right now, man. You know, so America is done. You know, we just went for Yahweh Shimei Shot to put the finishing touches on this place, you know, because there's no rebuilding America, making America great again. You know, all those pipe dreams, you know, that so-called white man is giving out people, so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You know, little do you know, you about to go into even worse slavery, man. You know, right now we under paper slavery. You know, we got paperwork on us, shit like that. You know, social security numbers, things of that sort, mortgages, subject to payment. But even worse hell is coming to you niggas, man. You know, guns. This is Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 16. Redeem at the time because the days are evil. Guns, yeah, the days are evil now. If you don't fucking know the days are evil, where have you been? Where are you looking, man? You know? You go anywhere, any city right now, it's all hell breaking loose, man. You got these the alphabet crews, let's put it like that. They out here running the cities, you know. Matter of fact, they run the government. You want to get down to it, you know? Running the world. The head sodomite, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, the Rothschilds, man. The biggest sodomite of the planet, you know? So that's who's running this thing. And, you know, they push that evil vibration out on everybody and making the days evil than what you see now, man. You know, there's, you know, Jake like to say, oh, what about the good old days, man? Damn the good old days, man. We want to see these days get eviler and eviler, man. You know, we know that's getting closer and closer to Yahweh Shimei Shah, getting us the fuck out of here, man. You know? Who cares about, you know, they got this big thing now, oh, buy gold, get your gold IRA, you know, stock up on your silver and all that. The hell with that. We don't have nothing to do with this place, man. You know? Let everything go belly up.
All right. Psalm 102:7. I watch and am as a sparrow alone upon the housetop. Mine enemies reproach me all the day, and they that are mad against me are sworn against me.
Yeah, we on that sparrow, man. You know, we on that housetop warning, you know, warning our people. You know, and everybody else who walks by so happen to hear what we warning about, you know, you just fucking lucked up, man. But really, we just coming to the Israelites, man. We warning you what's coming. Matter of fact, what's here already. You got the brain chip already in people right now, 50 people, you know? And then you got a monkey right now with one of his head right now controlling a robotic arm, you know? Yeah. So all this is what the scriptures talk about, you know, coming to pass, man. It's here. It just ain't mandatory right now. So, yeah, all these people out here just enjoying themselves. Our people out here doing their crawfish boils, crab boils, whatever the case may be. You know, having a good old time. Getting ready for, what's this shit tomorrow, Mother's Day? Little do you know, while you are getting ready, eating your nice soup, getting ready to take mama out tomorrow, the wicked elite is on their beds thinking how they going to fucking implement this chip, man. You know what's going to be the first domino to fall to make you people submit?
Right. All right. This is Ezekiel 3:17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me.
That's what we do, man. The house, the lost sheep of Israel, man. We are here to the lost sheep, preaching this word. You know, turn back now. You know, sin no more. Like we brought out earlier before camp started, man. You know, turn away from your wicked ways. Because your ass about to get swept up in this mayhem that's coming from the so-called white man. You know, what they say, i.e. Jacob's trouble, you I saw some shit the other day talking about Rex 84 is already initiated. But we'll see. You know, but what thing we do know is Jacob Trouble, man. That's guaranteed to come, man. We know this white man got I think Rex 84, Gordon Platt, and Cypher, Project Cypher. It's just all fancy terms of putting you niggas in hell, man. Killing you niggas, man. That's the terminology the white man like to use to make it sound better, man. He called it an exercise. But the whole time he think about throwing your ass in the pit. How can he get these niggas murdered and take this birthright back from them, man? And that's what it's all about, straight business. But our people is all about leisure time, having a good time out here in Babylon, man. So if you don't want to hear this word, enjoy the few days you got left in this place. Because all hell is gonna be broken loose. And there's gonna be people on your ass here real soon, man. I got to back up. This is that one? Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, all right. And this backing the brother up when he was saying they got all these different terms, all of these different laws, and they want you to follow them. They want you to seek comfort in them, all right? But this is what the scripture says. Sorry, right, 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, so he's going to seem harmless. He's going to seem like he's not the predator and an animal and that blood-sucking animal that he is. But that's just words covering up who he actually is. And the Lord is telling you, look, man, you got the scriptures, don't trust that. He's going to be what he's going to be at the end of the day. All right? And, all right, beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him if thou hast wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. So the Lord has given us the information to the prophets, all right, a great millstone, starting with the other apostles to hold down, to not buy into these things, to not sign up for these things. They see you go a voter registration card. I got it in the mail today. You throw it out, man. Okay, you don't incorporate yourself into his place. You set yourself up to where you stand out. Now we are the hidden ones. We're not coming here to make a tumult right here, right now, unless we're doing what we're doing right here, right now. We're not picking up guns. We're not trying to overthrow his government. Doing these things spiritually, but in the process of doing these things spiritually, don't trust him, man. Those different laws that he has written up will be your downfall.
All right, yeah. Like what you're saying today, you can't get rid of Rush. You can't get rid of the so-called white man wickedness. He's set up to be wicked. And no matter how many times you niggas out here hold a prayer vigil for this damn cracker, man. He's the wicked. That's who he was set up to be, and can't nobody fucking change that, man. Y'all got some bring up. You got
it's to back up the brother Yediah on the hidden ones, It's Psalms chapter 64 and verse 1. It says, "Hear my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer, preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity." And who are those people? Esau, Edom, because they control all of these things. They control, like the brother was saying, these different what you call it, places, which is institutions, the government, and everything that comes under them, man. Let me keep going. It says, verse 3, "Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly they shoot at him and fear not." Hey, and who are they really trying to get at? Okay, the men of the Lord. You are the Israelites. You 2/3. Y'all are just casualties at war. They really want to stop the elect from receiving that blessing, man. But it says they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of lion snares privily. They say, "Who shall see them?" And this is via what? Their laws, okay? Different legislations that they put in place with the fine print. Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter, tell you what. I'll finish this out and I'll let you get to it. Because that's where their power lay at. And the brother is going to get to it, man. It reads, they search out iniquities, so they know you niggas, right? They know you sticks, they know you tontos, they know what you like, they know what you eat, they know what you're interested in, right? So they're able to perform these wicked matters, right? It says what? They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. Okay, and you got so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Y'all on these different social media sites. Okay, you're searching up different things that you're interested in on these search engines, Google and Safari, these different things like that. And this devil is taking all of that information and personalizing. All right, this is what the blacks like. This is what the Indian, so-called Indians like, Native Americans, right? So-called Spics. That's what they like, you know. And it gets deep because they go to you individually. They set up the different algorithms, all right? You'll think about some shit and say something to a brother, and you're not even on your phone. Next thing you know, you pull out your phone. That's the exact thing that you were talking about. All right? They do surveys. This devil is all about statistics and analytics, man. All right?
Instead of somebody just putting a WhatsApp, iPhone, just snap pictures every 5 seconds.
I posted that. The goddamn iPhone, as you're looking at it, they had these this Edomite couple. They used the infrared camera, okay, to see what the iPhone was doing, and it's really we can't see infrared. So they use that you want to say something?
I would say, and then like with the infrared, it shows like lighting.
That's right.
That's not clear to the naked eye.
That's right.
So like if it's at nighttime or you in your room and you sitting dark, you can't see that your phone is just constantly snapping your pictures.
That's
only
right.
The infrared light you can see it.
Yeah. And hey, you can actually see on the video the iPhone is just snapping pictures every 5 seconds. It's just taking your data every 5 seconds, man. To ultimately lead up to what? The MOTP. You got it, brother.
So, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, which this whole chapter goes into the thoughts of the wicked, the ungodly. We'll start at verse 10. It says, let us oppress the poor righteous man, let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age, which they don't care about any of our people, young, old. You were Israelite, you were enemy to the wicked. It says, verse 11, let our strength be the law of justice, but that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. That's what these Edomites do. Their strength is in making up laws. They just write something and then they amend it. Then they write a bill, and they amend that bill. They just freestyle it. They winging it. They make up laws to lock up you jakes primarily, man. All right, the drug law. You know, this drug is illegal. Let's lock all these niggas up. Oh, now this drug is legal. But we still gonna keep these niggas locked up. Like, what is that, man?
Like I said, you got men who went to jail 20 years ago for a dime bag of marijuana, which we don't condone the usage of marijuana, but it just shows you how unjust this devil is. A dime bag of marijuana, I give a man 20 years back in the day, but now all of a sudden it's illegal. I mean, it's legal now. You know, you got people smoking marijuana, just walking up and down the street. You know, that's what this devil does, man. He's deceptive. You got it.
God. It says, therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. Which we are. We're clean contrary to the so-called white man. We're clean contrary to democracy, feminism, Christianity, so-called Western culture. It's completely against the scripture. It says, he upbraideth us with our offending the law and objective to our infamy, the transgressions of our education, which is what we do, man. Everything this man teaches in his public school system is a lie.
That's right.
All right, his history is a lie. All right, his science is a lie. It's all a bunch of Freemason nonsense, man. All right, the earth isn't 4 billion years old. That's right. All these devils, man, we didn't evolve from apes. They didn't evolve from us. That's all. Charles Darwin was a devil, man. He wasn't even a scientist. He was a cokehead Freemason, man. It's total madness. And this is what millions of people are taught in schools every year. Right? That's why it says, he upbraided us with our offending the law and objective to our infamy, the transgressings of our education. Right? And this is the real education, man. which Edukari means to draw out. This is what you're supposed to draw out the elect of Israel.
Right.
Not some goddamn, oh, George Washington couldn't tell a lie. All of that bullshit, man.
That's what he does, man. You know, puts him in this act like he got it all together. He knows everything, but if you look at all his science and shit, it's just theory, man. You know, everything was theory. You know, there's no proven equation. I forget what's the famous Darwin's theory or some shit. There's some theory. Yeah, you know,
Darwin's theory.
yeah, they take real pride in that, but they can't really come to really explain it. The only thing they can say, hey, there is power. But they don't say that out loud, man. That's the only thing you come to the conclusion, man. There's a higher power than so-called white man. But he's so proud. He said he got this called hubris. Yeah, exceeding proud, man. He refused to bow down and say there is a higher power than him, man. You know? In which he's not even a power man. He's a base man. You know, he's a fucking man. You know, but he took on a persona like he's a fucking other. Look at next week. Okay.
This first Maccabees. Oh,
Yeah, you got it.
okay, Kyle. This first Maccabees 8:15. It says, moreover, how they had made for themselves a senate house, wherein 320 men sat in council daily, consulting always for the people, to the end they might be well ordered, and that they committed their government to one man every year, who ruled over all the country, and that all were obedient to that one, and that there was none envy nor emulation among them.
Man, that's the same thing, man. Americans do the same thing, you know. Here it is, this Greco-Roman structure, man. You know, and that's what they do. They got one king, one president, who so-called runs everything, but he's just a puppet, man. You know, who runs him is the elite, the bankers. You know, but for the peons, for the masses that's in there, Babylon, aka America, you know, they give you this option. Okay, Republican, Democrat. You know, and the whole time they rigged too, man. You know, so you just you feeling your house on a damn sinking foundation, man. So it's a trap. It's the same weed, but two wings on the same bird. Right. You know, people. Yeah, same eagle, man. You get duped every time you run into a poll. Oh, Democrats did me wrong these 4 years. Oh, let me try Republicans. You run over there, Republicans supposed to go where you run back to Democrats. And you doing this shit every cycle, every election, man. You know? And it's just one big game on you, and the elite just go to the bank last. And it's good because the American people are just a bunch of dummies when you get down to it, to the brass tacks of it. You know? All they is wrapped in Shazam, you know, Wheel of Fortune. You know, they know all the kind of trivia, you know, and so-called white man like to boast about his IQ, but he just know a bunch of garbage, man. You know, how many petals on a rose, you know, shit like that, you know. Who gives a fuck? What's the name of the middle of the flower, the stem or some shit, you know? And that's how he bases his IQ off of, and he likes to brag in front of so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans like he's so, you know, intellectual, but he don't know what a woman is, you know? And now, you know, he done did that. You know, he don't know what a woman is. So now, since nobody knows what a woman is, he goes put on a damn dress and say he a woman now. You know? So here's this man with this high IQ, can't keep himself out of fucking women underwear, man. You know, and high heels. But this world is ran by this fucking head sodomite, so-called white man. You know, and through all his BS that he puts out here and spew, you know, but his eyes are still focused on you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You ready to get your ass bagged and tagged with this progma, man. You know, you ain't nothing but cattle to him. You know, he wants full control of everything. You know, he's a control freak. You know, and you about to see how good this man's been good to y'all, man. You know, let a nigga tell you, oh, the white man ain't that bad. He ain't that cruel, you know. But he about to show his horns here real soon, you know. You know, he just been playing patty cake with you niggas, especially down here since Katrina. You know, you got a little taste on what he could do, man. You know, he gonna fly over you, look down on you, you know, take a little photo out, like he all serious and concerned. As soon as the camera go off, he high-fiving and popping champagne in the jet, you know? Like, look at these niggas down here in squalor and water and fucking waist-deep water, man. You know, fuck them, you know?
He showed exactly what he doing in the movie The Purge.
Exactly.
Everybody going buck wild in the streets, killing each other. And what he doing? He's sitting up there in the street, drinking champagne, show you what this devil's about, man. You got it. I got to put something back up.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
Okay.
And basically, I'm glad you brought up that movie Purge. If you saw the first Purge, you will see that they didn't just act out of haste. All right, they had college professors, they had statisticians, and they had people that write down all of these different stats. All right, so they know what Jake likes, they know what Jake doesn't like. All right, and to be honest, he is a piece of shit, but the elites do know the truth. All right, and they know what Jake likes, and they know what it takes to overthrow Jake. In America, you have two different kinds of education. It's not something that's going to be taught. You have the esoteric education and the exoteric education. A king's education and a peasant's education. But when you go into who Esau really is, he has a God complex, okay? And he does know the things that he do before he executes them, and that's what gives him a big head. But he doesn't understand spirituality. This is Ezekiel 28:2. Son of man, say unto the prince of tyrants, thus saith the Lord power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God. I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas. Yet thou art a man, and not Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Though thou set thy heart as the heart of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And that's going into how he has the 12 tribes basically in a trap. Okay? He knows what to sell you. He knows what not to expose you to. He knows what entertainment to feed down your throat. Trap, rap, drill. And he knows what it's going to ultimately do to you, man. You have to have a level of respect for the elites because of the amount of information that they've been able to write down over the millennium on these 12 tribes to keep them in subjection. Because they remember what it was to be 1,000 years out of power. Verse 3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from me. The brother just brought out, when you just going about your normal life, these phones are fucking recording. If they taking pictures, you better believe they taking audio and video, man. Okay? And and that's why we need deliverance, man. That's why we need deliverance. These left-handed technologies, pieces of shit, they will be the downfall of many of people that's not covered by Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You got it, right?
Back what you were saying, bro. Like Brother Proud earlier, hey, that analytical data, man, that there's no people have for me. He sits back and gather all this information, man. Piles everything and keep everything on the servers, man. You know? Yeah. And he just sits back and, like you say, hey, these niggas gonna buy wings on Monday. You know, they got the stuff, you know, we got the word out on that.
Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, you know, they're gonna be at Taco Tuesday. You know, come the weekend, they're gonna be at the daiquiri shop, you know. So it's all, you know, actuated for this white man to make money off pretty much off these dumb niggas.
Matter of fact, let me go to the first verse that you said what you said. Huh?
Yeah.
With thy wisdom and thine understanding, thou hast gotten the riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. They tell you what to consume. They tell you how to go spend through commercials, through music, through multimedia, and you people eat it up, man. To be honest, man, you could be going through your YouTube subscription, and you could be, let's just say you shopping for a couch, you shopping for anything. You go to Google and you look it up. 5 minutes later, man, that goddamn commercial on YouTube, man, selling it to you, bro. And that goes into his collection of data. And one of the biggest data collections that he had was right here in New Orleans, 2005, Katrina, right? A lot of the things that he's going to implement in Jacob's Trouble, he pulled it from this test run that happened in New Orleans, man.
Yeah.
Got it, bro.
In New Orleans and in Boston, too, he did the same thing. Locked down the city, you know, and when he was over in Iraq, you know, effing over those Ishmaelites, kicking in doors, raping and pillaging, you know, he's gonna bring all that training back right here to the shores of America, man. And any day now, it's gonna go down, and people gonna get to see what it's like to be behind, well, put it like this, in front of a barrel of an assault rifle, man. You know, he tricked you all these years, have you at the stadium, you know, oh, God bless the troops, this and that. Let's see if you say that, saying that when the troops come and kick your door in, man. or they run a tank through your front door. You know, let's see if you love the truth then. Yeah, so don't get all bent out of shape thinking, oh, the truth gonna do the right thing. No, if they give when they're giving the orders, they're gonna do what the orders say, man. Because putting 2 or 3 in your head, that's what they're gonna do. You know, these military men, who was the Kissinger said they ain't nothing but dumb animals. You know, they're gonna do what they told, man. You know, so there's no help coming. You outside this truth, you're so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. There's no other help than your how about now, man. Right? You know, that's the only thing we got to get us out of this. Because this beast that he get ready to unleash on that so-called white man, he's sent by the Most High to do his bidding, man. You know, so it's gonna take the Most High to get you out the trap of this devil, man. You know?
This the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, and verse 17. It says, "As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help, in which, slack it, in our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us." And what the hell does the average black man, average black woman do? Shit, all the nations. They think Esau, Edom could save them. They go down to Egypt for help. You just say, woe unto him that go down to Egypt for help.
I think been bringing back on the movie this year. Yeah. Who saved the day? So-called white man. You know? Who's the joke? So-called Negro, who's the co-star or some shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's been programming you thinking, oh, he's gonna save the day. He's going to look up to, get a power. You know, look at him. But if they say, hey, like the brother bringing out, this vein trying to thinking a man can save you, and especially so-called white man when he's your natural born enemy, man. Christ, man.
Good.
So-called white man, right?
That's
That's the chief is demonic entity in our people's minds. When they think of a savior, the first thing they think of is so-called white man.
But what do the a Negro do when he about to go upstairs to see your house? Oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, you about to say something, bro? God, I'm gonna just let the scripture speak. This verse 18, it says, "They hunt our steps." Now, who is the only nation that actually sits down, uses the stats that they get from all these analytics, okay, that hunt our steps? Esau fucking Edom.
Right. So who's described as a cunning hunter?
That's right. Esau Edom. It says, and also back in that Psalms 64, it says they lie in wait. That's the characteristics of a hunter. When you see any predator, that's in the wild, they ambush, man. They lie in wait. That's the art of hunting. You can't hunt if you just running out there. You're not. Yeah, you have to be cunning. You have to have an understanding and camouflage things of that nature. And that's what this devil does, man.
And also back you up an understanding of who and what you hunt.
That's right.
Everything that you hunt don't have the same reaction and the same way of life and living.
That's responses. Right. You got to know, all right, this animal, he likes to live in trees. Or this animal digs down in burrows. This animal eats this, okay? Certain animals drink, this kind of, you got to, and that's what this devil does, man. That's the whole purpose for this devil doing all these statistics and analytics. He's not doing this, I just want to see what Kalaya doing, on a Saturday. No, he's trying to trap the men of the Lord up. Right? That's what he's trying to do, man. That's the whole purpose of that. There's no purpose for a hunter to hunt if he's not hunting to kill. What is he doing? Just tracking it? No, this devil intends to kill the men of the Lord, to kill 2/3 of the nation of Israel.
When after people being 100, people have patience.
That's right.
And this person got plenty of patience. Just sit out there and do the fucking toe screens just to kill his prey, man.
That's right, brother.
Now doing the same thing, just sitting back, implement a law here, go in there. So it may take 20, 30 years, 40, 50 years. That's the patience this devil have, man. You know, it's harder to fulfill his objective, man. And he's getting ready. You got one? Yeah, you know, that's why he takes 20, 30, 40 years, man, to actually come through with something. You know, they call it gradualism. That's right. Because this man, he's an actual hunter, man, and he wait till you got that trap set perfect. And then that shit clamp down on you like a damn bear trap, man. And you can't get out of it. You know?
Yeah, Kushal, you got something to bring it out?
I just wanted to add to you, he's like exactly what he did with the native tribes. And he came and he was all cool. And he started, he just learned everything, you know, being real cunning. And when that day came, he just flipped the switch and just went to killing. So that's exactly how he get ready to roll up the Israelites again. And what the scripture said, Romans 15:4, things that were written aforetime were written for our learning. And even the history repeats itself, man. So he's gonna do the same thing again, man. You know? Got it. Are y'all holding something? Yeah, he got the call, but I got one after everybody else. This is Matthew. This is like from the beginning. Describing Esau's characteristics. This is like describing from the beginning Esau's characteristics. Genesis 25 and 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents.
Cunning hunter, man, like we've been going into, man. So he's constantly out there, you know, taking on other people's customs, dialects, whatever the case may be. You know, he has to blend in. He wants to be like whoever he's trying to kill, man. You know, he gets in and he gets the history of it. You know, he goes talk to all the locals. You know, he gets in good with everything, man, before he goes there before it's killed, man. You know, so that's why he'll sit all these missions and shit, you know, gathering intel, man. You know? And that's why he's the top cunning hunter of the planet right now. But they get out there and kill a couple of deers and think he was the type of level, you know? But you ain't got nothing, you know, on this so-called white man. He's the fucking ultimate Terminator. You know? Right. He's matter of fact, when he kill you, he ain't got no remorse when he do it, man. You know? Like saying, this man loves blood. That's what he looks forward to. He can't wait to show off that new gun and use it on one. You know, and he got a whole arsenal of new shit that he just can't wait to bring out. You know? And he's getting ready, Mosai's getting ready to turn him loose and do his thing on you, so-called Negro Latinos, Native Americans. If you coming across this border, think you're gonna have a good American life, Mosai just bring you up here for judgment. You know, getting ready to lock on these devils, man. JT. You know?
Like I say, hey, this devil is that T-1000, right? On Terminator 2.
That's right, that's right.
Right? You had the regular Terminator,
Yeah.
and he you know, he had remorse for what his name was? John Connor. Okay, he grew feelings. Hey, this devil is a T-1000. He don't give a damn. He scriptures tell you he not sparing young or old, man. All right, women, men, he don't give a damn, man. This devil, he's gonna get the job done. That's what he was created to do. He don't have no other purpose but to kill. He is as death, man.
Y'all got this Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man.
Right.
Neither keep it at home. All right, and that's a telltale fact that Esau Edom, you know, the so-called white man, he never keeps it at home. All right, and he got these U.S. embassies over here and all over the damn world, all over the earth. And it says, who enlargeth himself, desire as hell, and is as death. And that's plainly what he pushes. He puts in what the philosophy of death. All right, calling God, you so-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans, calling on you so-called Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? I get that down there. Yeah. It says, and cannot be satisfied. And this man, he got everything he wants. These type of leaks. Furthermore, they have the whole world. They still never could get enough until they what? Until they take the men of the Lord down. It says, but gather unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people. All right, and he got a hold of the 12 tribe of Israel, all right, and he got a hold on his own people and his other nations with his philosophy, his doctrine, his evil ways, his thought process. That's what these people have, and that's what they lead to, down to death and destruction. You got it, brother.
Right. And you think a man who killed over 1 million Iraqis, think he care anything about a Jamal or a Tyrone or Pedro? You know, over 1 million that he admitted to. You know, who say it has 2 or 3 million? You think that's a man knowing to be playing with you? You can just go into one else's country, take your shit, and then kill everybody you damn near know. You know?
That's that. He always going around trying to police the world. You don't need nuke. You don't need nuke. You don't need nuke. There's only one man that ever dropped the nuke. You actually dropped the nuke. Now, what we said in Iraq, you know, you give or take a few numbers. But we know for sure this motherfucker dropped the nuke in Japan, man.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, what's the number on that?
Yeah.
You know, what's the true numbers on the when Jake was coming across that Atlantic, dumping them into the ocean?
Transatlantic slave trade. They're not going to show the true numbers. They have them, but they're not going to give it to us.
Kid can't killing gas. You know, so-called Native Americans. You know, he admitted to so many, but you know, he never gives you the full truth. But this man has a bloody history. You know, and he's not known for playing. You know?
If I could say, I was just watching a Elder Apostle Ram Live video, okay, and he went into that. He said, we'll never know on this side, right, how much blood this goddamn devil spilled, right? And that's one of the things we're going to get when Yahushua comes back, okay?
Right.
He going to give us the full
Instantly. Come up here.
That's right.
It's going to click.
We're going to understand. Hey, you know, you got 2/3 of Jake on this side that got sympathy for this fucking devil, right? Once they get them new bodies in a true understanding come back to them, then all of that's gonna go out the window. They're gonna know the truth. They're gonna see the you know, this fucking monstrosity in action. And it's no remorse gonna be given to these goddamn devils, right? Known as the white man.
That's right.
You got it, brother.
You got one? Yeah, brother. I'm going to give out that to you.
Yeah, let me bring that song down real quick.
This is Psalm chapter 73 and verse 7. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to get like, man. These banker elite, they got everything and everything, but they still want more. One thing they don't have is full control of the people. And that's what they desire.
Like, you know what they want now, you know what they want. They want the kingdom.
Yeah. When you get down to it, right?
They got their kingdom right now.
They want the birthright.
They want their
That's
birthright.
right.
Yeah, good. That's right. Yeah. Which, you know, goes along with the kingdom too.
Look,
You know?
you scroll down one you just brought up and show how they going and show they end the end to these people, man. It was too painful for me, and then go to the one after that. That's 73.
Yeah, 73. Yeah, it says, this is Psalm chapter 73 and verse 16. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me. Verse 17, until I went into the sanctuary of Yahweh, then understood I therein.
We know that you know, because when you get down to it, you want the birthright, you want full control. You know, but in order to get above all that, get past the so-called white man, in order to be him, and then come out all this hell that's coming, you have to enter the sanctuary, man. You can't be outside of it. Right. You know, you have to be in this thing fully committed. You know, you can't be a part-time prophet. You know, and this thing talk about the women. You know, you doing your thing at home, watching videos, whatever. You know,
Women ain't no warriors. Women don't come on the battlefield. Yeah, y'all just be in order and stay in line.
yeah, you know, just continue what you're doing, man. But as far as the men go, you got to be in this thing fully committed. Once you get this role, you got to get your ass out here so you can stay in the sanctuary or get into the sanctuary. And when you do get into it, stay in it. You know? Like I said, we know the devil's in, man. But before we even get to that, a whole lot of shit got to happen to you so-called Negroes and Native Americans, man. You always got to get this work because you've been disobedient to the Heavenly Father, man. You know, you want to do things your way, you know, and you got to pay the price for it. You know, we ain't gonna give you the good news, so to speak. You know, yeah, we Israel. You know, we Israel. You know, the Most High is our power. You know, Yahweh just coming back to get his people, not all of his people. You know, but you got to get the bad of it too, man.
Right.
Your ass is gonna get murdered, killed out here, and you've been numbered to 2/3. You know, so that's why you got to get your ass up here and start putting this work, man. Because we ain't got much time out here playing around with things. So we talking, seem like we talking to the wind, but we not. You know, because the word said, you know, nothing goes out void, man. So we doing our part. We come out here pushing this word along the spirit on us, man. So you got to do likewise. I don't care how many fucking videos you got to my edification, man. You know, you can't be a goddamn part-time prophet. You know, it's more like idiotification. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can't come out here fair weather prophets, fair weather Israelites. What kind of shit is that?
Right.
We fucking freeze out here, sweat in the rain.
In season, not a season.
Yeah, like the brother said, in season, not a season.
Yes.
Yeah. And you have been fucking adjusting the goddamn thermostat and shit, you know? What the hell wrong with you niggas, man? Anyway.
This is Psalms 37:12. The wicked plot up against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. So Esau, he knows who the men of the Lord are. He's listening through the phone.
Right.
All right. He's watching you through his satellites. You know those satellites are powerful enough to read this sign
That's right.
from the heavens. You understand? And that sword goes into more than the M16 and the nukes. It goes into your food. It goes into your medicine. It goes into your water. It goes into the extra. Yeah, chemtrail. Come on. I'm gonna say this. It starts with that educational system when your ass get old enough to read and write, man. Because he poisons you, like the brother brought out, wanting to give a strong drink to your neighbor. He poisons you in your mind, man. All right? Your parents going to work 40, 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week, 80 hours a week, and they send you to school. And you start embracing this devil. And this devil fake embraces you back. Okay? And amen. And that's why the Sirach 12:10 say, never trust thy enemy. Let me finish this next verse. This the time we on right here, verse 13. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. You got even other Edomites that's out here talking about this is the end, all, you know what I'm saying, that's coming. They prepping. They cashing out and they putting all their money into gold and silver and all of these different things because they can see carnally that these things that the Lord was talking about spiritually are coming to pass. What about our people? The Lord didn't send no goddamn Edomite devil, no message, man. He did it. But the scriptures do say the children of darkness on this side are wiser than the children of light. So because they made the system, they live in the system, they bathe in the system, they understand the system. They know through history, America's expiration date is here. Let me tell you what else got an expiration date. This ministry has an expiration date.
Right.
You better make haste, man. And when I say make haste, stick to the scriptures, but come to this thing knowing that you have but a short time, man.
Like you say, you know, Yahweh never given no message to Esau, the so-called white man. They maybe thought that scenario with Lazarus and the rich man. And he wanted to, you know, the rich man wanted to come back to give us, you know, his people a message because of the things he's seen up there in the heavens. He's seen their latter end. Bring it up. And he wanted to get sent back to warn his people like, oh, let them know what they're doing and what their latter end gonna be. But hey, that's not how it works. The Lord is sending his messages out here to tell you your latter.
Can I say something about that? Brother, he was being wicked, man. He knows I wouldn't have listened to him, so I know my people are not going to listen to him, but they'll listen to me. All right, well, if you don't listen to the ambassadors, you deserve what's coming, man. Got it out?
Yeah, like if somebody put the hell, they come to people or something. It says even if somebody went to hell and died, still wouldn't believe it, you know? And it's pretty much the same thing right now. You know, we tell you all these things that's coming down, you can go line for line, precept for precept, and you still don't believe what the Lord says. Because it's not coming from the east, so it's no way. It's bad. Yeah.
Man, our stuff not gonna make all that noise and disrupting all the things, man. Even at the top of his kingdom, it's still a piece of shit. It smells like piss and cigar smoke around here, man. All right, verse 14. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy and to slay such as be of upright conversation. Hey, prophet man, you think that, you know what I'm saying, that you at the lowest socially we are. But the people that's at the top are spending most of their time worried about what the fuck you doing, how you coming, how to take you down, what's driving you. But guess what? Their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. So the things that they plot against us is going to end up happening to them, man. All right? And they swore of all swords, it's going to destroy this place, man. It's going to fucking obliterate this place. Because whether you so-called American, whether you so-called German, whether you so-called Russian, y'all are all Edomites. And those Medes, they're going to send them over here, man. And they're going to destroy their brother. And ultimately, when that happens, Big Brother going to step on into the sea, and it's going to be over with, Father. You got it out.
Bringing up something earlier about how these Edomites, they know, they read stuff, and they know the system.
Yeah.
And they know we at the very end of this so-called white man system, because we have a period called decadent era. I like it. You know, when you see people are in all kind of debauchery, you know, especially once you see sodomites at the scene like it is now, it's the end of a man's civilization. Whoever was doing at that time. You know? So they know throughout history, every time you get fixated on sex, gender, stuff like that, it's the end of that civilization, man. And here we are in the we saying the green, right before that, the drain, we circling the drain.
That's
Yeah.
what drain.
Yeah, we circling the drain. It's over, man. So this place is done. Like I brought out earlier, the water wide open. The deficit is 32 trillion plus, you know, steady counting, steady going. You know, and now they keep saying, oh, the treasury is going to default, you know, oh, we need more money, to borrow more money. But whether they pass it or not, by June, it don't even matter. We know through the scripture, this place is very long. You know? That's what we're looking forward to actually see it come fast.
Right. I got that word decadent in the online etymology. This is decadence. It says deterioration, deteriorated condition, decay. It says meaning, process of falling away from a better or more vital state.
That's what like worms or something. Pretty much the infrastructure, everything promoted. This place is falling apart, man. Whether it's fucking New York City, New Orleans, San Francisco, LA, fucking go as far as motherfucking South Carolina, man. From coast to coast, whatever the case may be. This place is crumbling, it's done. You know, this so-called white man's overextending himself, man. From now, what he want to do now, he want to crash the old system and bring in a new system, man. You know, because he didn't ran wild with the old one, being what they say, irresponsible. You know, he's a fucking child, so children do that. Right?
I got that scripture you just quoted. This is Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 11. And it reads, thy pomp is brought low, like thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy bowels, the worms is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. And what do worms represent, man? What do the worms represent? Like death, decay. This society is decaying right before our very eyes, man. The stench of this place is lifting up, man. All right? And that pomp is the pride of this goddamn devil, man. Your average American is a proud motherfucker, man. Very proud. All right? And that's, you want to say something, bro? Con, hey, and that's the main reason this goddamn devil has to be destroyed, man. It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? And that word Lucifer goes into what? Light bearer. Okay, these lesser luminaries, these different what you call them, hidden societies, secret societies. Yeah, that's right. These different elites, right? They profess themselves to be what? Knowledgeable. Okay, the light of the earth. That's right, brother.
It says, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nation?
Because this place struck fear, right, in the whole earth. And you brought it out earlier, right, with the little man and what is it? Fat man and little boy. Okay, when they first dropped those atomic bombs, that shook the earth, man. This devil had everybody under necks under his goddamn foot with that one act alone. He put these different nations under subjection, man. He did as he wanted in the earth. That's right.
Right. They deceived the whole nation. They put fear across the planet Earth.
That's right.
It says, verse 13, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. And going into what? This devil's satellites, man. Okay? This goddamn devil, he got space debris, space stations. You know, he didn't went, you know, into the heavens, man. Okay, into low orbit space. That's how do you bring trash in space, brother? Don't worry, this devil got it covered. He know how to do that. All right?
But when it comes to cleaning some of the stuff, he got no clue on how to do that.
That's why he got the word of the Lord for 1,000 years.
That's right.
So,
Yeah.
man.
Still not doing the right way.
But tell him.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Instruction. Right. Yeah. You got to instruct the child, you know, raise up a child the way it should go. You know? Even though they ain't got nothing to do with that. You know, I'm just bringing that out. You know what I'm saying? In case somebody gets simple. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna just finish this off.
Y'all already got it.
It says, I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. Hey, I can say something on that. Go ahead. I will set my throne above who? It says the mount of the congregation. And I think it's above Yahweh, right? That's back. It says, I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. Right, and that lets you know that the upper echelon, the elites, they're not atheists. They're not kind. Hey, I wanted to bring this out earlier because you brothers was going into this devil know the truth. Yes. How can you accuse your brother? Who are you accusing him to? If you're an atheist, who are you accusing him to? And what measure are you using to accuse him? That's right. Come on, man. You know the truth. You devils know you going down and you scared, man. Right. You scared. You sit, right? You sit there with the what they say, the poker face.
Oh yeah.
You sitting there with the poker face. Look. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thinking you got this, you know, shit under control. But really deep down inside, you see the prophets out. You see the chariots making their sightings. Okay. You understand Yahweh Shai is, hey, he really up the block. He not even right on the corner no more. Right?
That's why he got satellites up there, because he want to have a big microscope to see so he can see when coming. Because like you said, everything you said, all of these the signs are here to show that you at your end. The minds is here.
That's right, brother.
It's only a matter of time, man.
You said about these devils know the truth. The brothers out in Great Millstone, London, they went to the top Freemason lodge in London, and they actually have Yahweh written on the side of it, man. They got put the camera on Kushab's garment. This is what the elites call the tetragrammaton. All right, which tetra means four and gramma means letter. So this is the actual name of the Lord, Yahweh. They actually have that on the Freemason on the temple, man. So they know the actual name of the Lord, and they know that they serve Satan. They know this. They know they're Edomites. Right? They know that these are the 12 tribes of Israel. All right. They know the truth, and you have to know the truth to lie as sell it.
That's right.
I can bring up a quick one. I'm not cutting. No, I got a little bit more, but if you want to go ahead, it's just real quick because you said you were saying how all the nations come to him and they look at him as big brother and they obviously scared of him. That's right, especially after those nukes. That's right. Watch this. This is 2 Ezra 11:5. Moreover, I beheld and lo, the eagle flew with her feathers and reigned upon earth and over them that dwelt therein. And I saw that all things under heaven were subject unto her, and no man spoke against her. No, not one creature upon earth. Hey man, that's the times we're living in. Okay. Now this is going into another time period, but these are the same people. This is that same beast. All right. Nobody, the men of the Lord speaking against us. All right. And we coming into a time of prophecy where the smaller nations say we are no longer weak, and I'm paraphrasing, but that just to culminate prophecy, man. But this motherfucker had he had his time under the sun, man.
Greeks, Romans, and now he is from the Renaissance still doing his thing, man.
Yeah.
So he can't say he can get more than his fair share than anybody else, man. No?
Right.
So you got to take this. Go into slavery, man. And lift it up. You've been a faggot 2-3 times already over. You know?
Hey, we don't say that word.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, alphabet boy.
Yeah, alphabet boy. So like I've been
Bundle of sticks. Yeah.
I've been a little raw lately. Throughout the week. You know, I forgot it slipped my mind. You know, you done had sex with all kind of animals and children, man. You know, so you done did your thing, E. You know, but all that's got to come to a close, man. We're saying this wickedness has to go away. Right. You know, as long as wickedness is going on, we can't get our kingdom. You know, and that's a big problem. You know? And like I'm saying, I'm tired of losing.
What?
You know? You know, I want to feel like how to win all the time.
Even when
I
we
never
win,
felt
we lose.
that. Yeah, that's right.
When we think we win, we lose. But the Lord give us that little fresh air, we are losing, man. All the time we win when we come amongst each other and you have elevation in this truth. Other than that, man, we always fucking losing. Even when we think we win it, man. Hey, man, you got a 2-week vacation. Hey,
Yeah.
and you still losing, man. That's a bone that Esau truly. You feel me?
Yeah, taking tax out the check from your vacation check,
Right.
and then the whole time you can't enjoy vacation because you don't know you're gonna have a job when you get back. You know, so when you in fucking hell, you still losing, man. You know, but we want to know how it is to win, man. We want that golden touch, man. Everything we touch turns to gold. Not having this person on it, you know? And everything turning to shit. You know? So that's gotten old. I'm tired of seeing these heathens. You know, you watch the news, they're like, oh, this industry is, 200 billion here, oh, gross national product this, 2 trillion that. I'm like, damn, these brothers got all these money, and which is small to compare what Israel gonna have. But I'm tired of seeing these fucking heathens win. You know, I want y'all fucking begging for crumbs in the kingdom. You know, yeah, fucking Ishmael too. We want everything, man. Right. Fuck all that shit, man. Fuck being on the bottom. Jake want to stay here and be on the bottom. That's why you niggas got to die over here, man. Because you can't come into the chariot with that mindset talking about how we gonna get jobs. How we what the white man gonna do?
Jake hopping on the chair with the rest of it.
Yeah. Yeah. He said they're trying to bring his work boots and shit with him, Or he trying to set so-called white man loose in the field, man. Can't have you niggas like that. That's why you niggas gotta come to the fear of the Lord, man. Come back reincarnated in your right mind. Because right now you niggas polluted with this wine and so-called white man.
Trying to do up. Y'all brothers saying how we catch your L's over there. It's in the scripture. This is Haggai chapter 1 and verse 6. It says, "Ye have sown much and bring in little." Right? Busting our ass on at these plantations, man, on these jobs. The more money we make, the more money that Esau take. It says, "But ye have not enough. Barely have enough to pay your bills. Barely have enough to put gas in your bill. It says, ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And and he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes." All right, and that's on these jobs, man. These everyday jobs, these 9 to 5 work. Brothers working 16, some brothers working 18, some brothers working 8 to 12 hours a day. That's right. And when they get their paycheck, they still in his little system that Esau got put together with so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. This is prophecy right here. And we live in this very prophecy today. Got it, bro. I got you. Like you, hey, you saw these things now. Esau taking out this, how we working on that, but this will have to soon right here. Amos 9 verse 13. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that the plowed man, which is us, shall overtake the reaper, and the trader of grapes, him that soweth seed, and the mountain shall drop sweet wine, all the hills shall melt. They come. The plowed man shall overtake the reaper. Days come soon.
Gonna be property. Property of Yashar Allah, man. There's no more do it thou wilt mentality in the kingdom of heaven. Or I'm just gonna sit back and play golf all day while everybody else pick cotton. No, your red ass gonna be out there picking cotton too, man. There's no more Six Flags. You know, you ain't gonna be enjoying yourself in Disney World, Disneyland, man. It's gonna be fucking pure hard labor, man. I believe you might have to come about the feather to iron. So I might be wrong. I know you used to like that one though. Yeah, you know that. So like but good. Yeah, but your ass gonna get put to work, man. Got that. But good.
Before I bring this up, back up this brother, because I brought this scripture out to back up the book, but him saying what he said, they're going to be looking forward to the Shabbat, man. That's going to be their Six Flags. They're going to be looking forward to the Shabbat because we still have a code of ethics that we have to follow. We still have to follow the script. You can't make your slaves work on the Shabbat. They're going to look forward to the Shabbat. They're going to love a double Shabbat. Right? Go ahead, brother.
We're gonna hold the Sunday for the Shabbat. They're gonna be looking forward to it. We gonna make it wait. We're gonna make the sun wait.
Hey, look, I'll back you up. Look, the Lord has sped up these times.
Yeah.
Okay? Those times are going to be slowed down.
Yeah.
Isaiah 49 and 22, 23. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. Now, for a king and a queen to be your nursing mothers and fathers, that goes back into how they used to make our women feed their children our breast milk and things of that nature. And it also goes into this. It ain't going to be no average Joe Smoke. This is talking about the elites. The elites. Everybody over here in America is going to be destroyed. All these low-level Edomites, these rednecks, these Hell's Angels type of guys, they're going to be destroyed over here. Now, the last one, I didn't say those. God damn. But that's going into the Rockefellers, the Gettys, the DuPonts, and all of these ruling families. They're gonna go directly from the throne to the ground, man. All right, being slaves, hardcore bondage, whatever we had back then, the Lord gonna bring it back to our remembrance, and at least you have to double that. Me personally, I'm an overachiever. I'm a quadruple it, quintuple it, all of that stuff.
And you got a lot of these elites who dying right on this side.
Oh, they back. They gotta come back.
And it's beautiful because what? You're gonna have, because you know they intermingle with their bloodline, right? In the kingdom of heaven, those that just died, like your Queen Elizabeth. Yeah. What's that other Rockefeller? David.
Yeah.
You know, hey,
You want to look like this?
you're gonna be like one of the first children. Yeah, the first fruits of slavery. Literally.
And that's all he's gonna know.
You know, because we, scriptures say we're gonna go into the hills and the mountains, and pull them out of them bunkers and put them lock down the shackles straight on them.
They're still alive.
Yeah, they gonna have to mate. We gonna mate them.
We're
Mate the Edomites.
gonna take that alphabet boy spirit out of the work. Hey,
That's right.
your women are going to lay with your men for 1,000 years. Ain't no funny bit. Y'all gonna have as many babies as Issachar having on y'all on this side, man.
Yeah.
That's right. It is a burden to the so-called white man. He is of the prime of Sodom. This goddamn devil, that's a burden. Y'all got it, right? I want to make that point. You know.
All right, let me finish this off. I'm gonna give it to y'all, brothers. And lick up the dust of thy feet. So they're gonna come into a cold spirit because they're gonna realize that they're defeated. I beseech you most humbly, the Lord. You know, they're gonna come into that spirit. They're not gonna be walking around proud, looking like this a goddamn Jew, man. Okay. Pick up the dust and shall know that I'm the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me. And it's no way that you can get around a city-sized chariot coming, and also smaller chariots, zapping people, destroying people, delivering people. All right, and Yahweh Shai himself, man, I can only imagine how swagged out and how just powerful he's gonna come back. You can't get around. You're going to know the truth. You're not going to have to guess, wonder, and call and at your neighbor. Okay, you're going to see these things. And you brought up the satellites earlier. The scripture says that they're going to be well America from afar off. How? Social media, the satellites, the internet. Okay, tell them it's going to be televised. You can't be televised. Well, the Lord is actually going to take over the satellites, but they're going to be utilized to fulfill prophecy, man. Y'all got it.
No, you got one down there. Back up the point. You got it.
That's backing up the point that I brought out earlier about these elites. You know, they first order of business is going to be slavery. It's Psalms 149, and I'm gonna start at 6. It says, "Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth." All right, talking about the elect after the deliverance. It says, "And a two-edged sword in their hand to execute." In Psalms 149 and 6, it says, "Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and in their hand a two-edged sword, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains, and their nobles with fetters of iron." All right, and that's what we're looking for, man. You know, just like the brothers was bringing out earlier. All right, we want those elites. All right, the ones that's coming back as babies. All right, we want you first, man. That's right. You know, because you have all the knowledge. You know, like Apostle Gabal was bringing out. I believe it was yesterday, about all of these elites. They know who you are. All right, they know that we are the chosen people. All right, and they've done everything that they can to keep this truth from being hidden from us, man. And the first order of business is right, and rightfully so, is to bind you kings with the fetters of iron, man. All right, them big heavy yokes. All right, that I take one that you put on our people. All right, coming from the western coasts of Africa. All right, those the yokes of iron that was upon our necks, man. They talking about what 50 to 75 pounds, man. You put yokes on the ankles, shackles on our feet, you know, on our wrists, around our neck, and a guy, I forget his name, but he actually had a current, you know what I'm talking about? He had a old yoke, like that the slaves actually had to wear. Yeah, and he put it on, and he said he was sold for almost 2 weeks the next day, man. So you double got a lot to pay for.
You got so much to pay for, you bring that tail sky high, man. You know, but we're gonna get every drop of it out of you, though, you know. We got 1,000 years, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna get that brother in here.
Okay. This is what Esau has to look forward to in the kingdom of heaven. It's going to slavery. It's Revelations 13:10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. There is the patience and the faith of the saints.
He led us into captivity. All you people on this side, man, led into captivity. And guess what? We still captive now by this so-called white man. And then he killed everybody with the sword.
Yes.
You know? Right. So your ass gotta get killed with the sword too. A good one sword. You think of what I'm talking about? Yeah. Yeah, you actually gonna see a sword. Yeah, around there.
Huh? He know what's going on.
That's his spirit. That's his spirit. Fuck, they got me. Yeah.
No, look, he had that look on the face. They know.
They know. Yeah.
Push out the spirit world. So,
Yeah, right.
You know, I'm gonna eat my baby. He's a prophet.
That's right. You know the truth. God. That's gonna have so blood on him, man. In the kingdom of heaven, not on this side now. So just put it up on YouTube. You know, but we're talking about things to come.
After the Lord's return,
That's right.
it's bigger than us.
That's right.
Esau.
Yeah. So no matter how we put it, he's still gonna try to deep fake it anyway.
He gonna do it.
He's gonna chop it up. You know, he gonna do what he do. That's the damn dope. You know, but we just do it anyway. Right.
We perfect.
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealing, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. All right, and all those atrocities, that Esau Edom was doing on planet Earth, and chiefly to the tribe of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, getting rich, all right, and living and having an abundance in the fatness of the earth. The Lord is going to translate this kingdom to us, and we're going to rule the righteous. We're going to rule you with a rod of iron, all right, for righteousness' sake.
Yeah, that's the first days, man. Everything's waiting on this, like this power. You know, the people, nations, plants, trees, and animals. Everything is waiting on that fresh air, man. It's fucking madman. It's fucking controlling the planet. You know, he got it controlled. You know, he's talking about, oh, he want to reduce the population to 500 million. You know, he's going to reduce the population of Edomite down to 0, man. You know, I know what I'm saying. You got to get rid of your red ass, man. You know, because if you continue on, you still would try to fucking fuck up the planet, man. So you're still gonna be evil as hell. So you're gonna be evil until that last day, man. You know. Yeah. Yeah, so you can't get the job done trying to get it down to 500 million. But we're gonna get the job done through all the will of Yahweh himself, man. There won't be not one single Edomite left on the planet.
We're gonna get all the truth out there quick.
That's right. And ain't gonna be no more fucking dead witches in the kingdom of heaven, man. You know? Our women ain't gonna be with no damn crap, man. With no damn boy, Hamite. Good.
Yeah, that's it.
So Amalek won't get it too, man. So,
Worst way.
yeah. Your matzo balls, get it. You know? Your circumcising little boys with your mouth ass gonna get it. You know? Hey, we gotta get them all. You know?
Yeah, man.
They talk shit about us, you know? So we gotta give it back to them. Because like I say, it's gonna come to a point where we ain't gonna be able to say nothing. So we're gonna get it all in right now. It's coming anyway. I will make it fun, you know? And play it back, you know, in court or whatever the case may be, man. Everything we said, we standing on it. And the hell with it.
So, Isaiah 14:5. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hinder him. So the so-called white man is coming out of power. And you can see his arm of power being weakened day in and day out. Just look at the news. That's all you got to do is look at the news, man. Look how they deal with one another. Look at the homelessness that's going on. You got middle-class Edomites living in their cars, man. Verse 6. I read that already. Verse 7. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. It's going to be a big party when Esau goes down, man. And it's not just going to be the Israelites dancing. It's going to be the Israelites, the animals, and the trees, man. Everything that has life that's not an Edomite. Yeah. Well, the other nation's not going to be too happy either. Yeah. The fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon say, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. Trees have spirits. They start off as a seedling and turn into something as tall as a building. Anything that grows is alive. They're going to be in the spirit of, I'm glad that this goddamn devil is not over harvesting us and turning us into SEX toys, man, or whatever. Got it, right?